Alright, welcome. In about 3 minutes, we have a USD news, so let's just get prepared. Right, give me a moment. Alright, so basically, yesterday I did analysis for gold on the 15 minute, right? But I did not manage to actually take a position. So we'll see if today there's a possibility. Okay, if there is, then we will be hopping into a trade. Hopefully, we might be able to scalp something, right, before the day ends. So let's just keep a close eye on gold for today. All right. Right. So basically, if we look at my analysis on the 15 minute, I gave three possibilities. It's either this white line here, or this yellow, or this pink line here, right? So these two wasn't triggered, but we can still wait nonetheless for this opportunity as well, right? So it's either this or this zone between these two, right? You just give me a minute. I would just like to see if there's a sell opportunity. Right. We might try and get a sell scalp, uh, but we'll see how the news is going to play out in about 30 more seconds. All right. Kind of basically interested at this level here for a sell. Okay, so let's just see if we could have a possible entry. Right, it's 9:30 now. Okay, price spike. Right, so if you look at this news here, actual greater than forecast good for currency, which means this is bad for the US, and this is also bad for the US, right? Okay, uh, it will be aggressive if we get in now, right? Because it's just it is nonetheless a sell zone, but because we do have the news, right? So just give me a moment. Right, okay. It's definitely be something that we didn't do. We can actually try and all right. Basically, I want to take this sell, right? But the candle here, it happens is because of the news impact, right? So if we were going to take this sell, then obviously it will be risky. Okay. That is why hence I'm not trying to take a position right now. Okay. I'm just trying to be a little bit more conservative on if I would take this trade. Mm, okay. The right. So basically, I'm trying to have a very tight stop loss. We'll see if we can actually get a possible entry again. right? So like I've just marked is basically this level which we have this tap in and the price has left the station, right? Let me just connect to my broker. Right, so basically what I'll do is I'll just have a sell limit right now. Okay, I'm risking lesser than usual, right? Because I have a very tight stop loss. Okay, so we'll see how it will play out. So basically, I'll be targeting at this low here at 2036. All right, so I placed a sell limit. I was late, to be honest, right? But we'll see if we can actually manage to get this again, to retap this level, right? Yeah, it is very risky. So we'll see if the price just dump, then definitely we will just cancel this limit, all right? Because what we have is basically a very tight stop, right? At about 5 pips, right? Almost 6 pip, right? So it's very tight. I'm just trying to basically target it back all the way here at this low. So we'll see if we can actually get that, because right now what I'm doing is I'm taking an entry based on 1 minute, right? So we'll see if we can actually get this trade. So let's just take a look if we can actually manage to get this. All right. I will still be holding my sell position, but nonetheless, make sure that please keep in mind it is very risky. So we'll see if we can actually get this to tap in again. All right. So basically, if we actually hopped in, we would already have gotten this trade at about 8 pips, close to 10 pips, right? Running. What I'm basically much more prepared for is basically not prepared. Okay, I think let me rephrase. What I'm much more concerned about is not about the pip size, right? Like I've said, I have a very tight stop loss, right, at 5 pips, but I'm not worried about this pip size and the TP pip size. What I'm much more worried about is this risk to reward ratio, right? So if this price is going to tap this level, then definitely we're just going to cancel this order, right? Since the price has already left at about 15 pips, if based on this level here, it has gone up to 14 pips, right? So we'll see if we can actually get this to tap in again. Yep, so basically it's not. We'll just cancel order. Alright, price has already tapped this level. Okay, so I think what I analyzed wasn't wrong, right? So my entry is here, and my TP is here, SL is here, and the first TP is here, which is a 1 to almost a 1 to 4, right? Price has also left actually further down at about 1 to 4.5, right? At a close below. So I won't be taking this trade as, like I've said, price has reached this level, but I will still let this run to see if it will actually reach the final level that I'm expecting for. Right, so my apologies. I came with a late signal. Yeah, so okay, let's just focus on the different pair. Right, so today I won't be looking at hour 4 as much. Alright, I won't be looking at hour 4 as much, hence I will be basically looking at 15 minutes for possible entries. Right, but what we are seeing right here on the hour 4 for Euro USD, I'm actually waiting for price to tap it back this level, and then I will try and look for entries. Alright, GBP USD as well, right? I place all these expectation or whatnot you can call it, but what I place it is basically a direction that I'm looking to see when the price taps this level, and I will only react as soon as price taps this level. So we'll see if it reach. Okay, for NZD USD is the same, right? I'm still waiting. Okay, I will just leave this as it is. Right, so let's now look at different pairs, but I will be using a 15-minute chart instead. I would like to possibly get a couple of trades, and if we could make some money, yeah, I think it would be great. So we'll see what we can get out of it. All right, so I'll be removing this as this price from here has reached this top here, right? All right, just let me give me a minute. Okay, so I have basically this high on the 15-minute. No, wait, let me check. Okay, this is the hour 4, sorry. Okay, I will remove all drawings. I will go down to the 15-minute as my bigger time frame. Alright, so on the Euro CHF pair, we do see price rallying. Right, I will just make it quick. Right, I have this level. Alright, I'll just remove this. Have a change character here. Alright, which means this, and I will see if the price came back. Right, firstly at this level, the price did not tap into the 50. Alright, at this high as well, price did not tap into the 50. Right, so we do see price moving towards the side. Right, my 50 level is here. Let me just make it much more precise. Alright, so this would be my M1550 level. Okay, according to this high. According to this high. Alright, so I want to see price tapping back to this level. Okay, And basically I will be looking at specific areas, you know, maybe like this level at the lowest here, right? I also do have other levels like this level, which has already been mitigated, right? Okay, so basically, yeah, these two levels that I will actually keep a close eye. All right. Nonetheless, we also do have this level here, just right below the 50, right? Which also it has already been mitigated. Right? But yeah, nonetheless, I will still just keep an eye to see how it works. All right. So this will be for Euro CHF. I'm waiting for a buy. Okay. AUD NZD. Right. So basically, we definitely have a change of character at this level. Right. Right. Reason for that is because we see this moving down, right? Low, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, right? It broke, right? Moving towards the downside. Definitely, this is one of it as well. Okay. I will just mark this as my change of character. Okay. I'll then get my fib. Right. The price has already came back and actually gone lower and then only shot higher. Right. So basically, this one is definitely not a possibility that we can actually take, since maybe just countering the trend, right? So this is my low, and this will be my high. Okay. So let's look at possible levels that we can actually take for a sell. All right. This is definitely above the 50. We can also use this, but it's not as solid. Okay, I'm moving down to the right. Okay, moving down to the 1 minute. So basically, this is something that we also already has missed the entry roughly at about 8 o'clock, right? About as of now, about 2 hours ago. So I will not be rushing for it if I've missed it. Okay, I will just try and monitor to see if there's another possible entry. Alright, GBP CHF, basically there's nothing for me to look at because on the 15 minute as my bigger time frame, it's in the range. Okay. AUD CHF. If I'm using this as my low, right? Price has came back. Price broke below. This would be my high. Price has gone up back to the 50, shot higher, and we definitely do have a change of character, right? Right. And this is basically a BOS. Okay. So I'm using this This level is not back. This level as well not back to the 50. This level as well is not back to the 50, right? So then this will be my 50 level, where I am looking at interest there. Okay, I'll be basically looking at this level for a buy on AUD CHF, and I also do have this level as well. Alright, so these two levels I'll be looking for a buy. Alright, as soon as price steps in, I will look for a change of character on the 15-minute. Then I'll go down to the 1 minute to actually place my entry. Right, this is something that I'm very interested to look at, and I will definitely take a possible entry if the price actually taps in. Alright, NZD CHF, basically seeing from what I'm getting right now, yep. See, the price has already gone, so definitely I'm not looking at this. CAD CHF basically is in a huge range here. Alright, CHF JPY may look interesting. Alright. This is my change of character. That means then this should be my low. Right? If I'm looking for a buy, the price has tapped in and went below. Right, I'll be looking at certain levels. One of it which is here, which is below the 50. We also do have this here. We have multiple levels, right? So on the 15-minute, we definitely already have a change of character, right? We do definitely see this, right? A change here on the 15. Just let me shorten this zone here, right? Alright, so 15-minute, we definitely have a change of character at this level here, right? Because if I'm going to place a buy, it will be roughly at this level here. Right, so the price has to make a change. I'm hopping down to the 1 minute. Right, I have this. We could get a change here. So this is my low, above below. Change at this is another break. This would be my high. Broke above, this would be my high. Okay. So I have a zone roughly about at this level. Price came to the 50 below here, has left. Basically, I will stick to this level for now. Alright, for a possible entry. I will also be sticking to this level. So basically, this whole level here actually it has already tapped and left, right? This one here. Yeah, I will not want to uh rush in on CHFYS because, right, basically this level is where we are looking for a buy, right? We have a change of characters here as well, so it will definitely look something like this at this low, and the TP is about here, the first TP, which has already tapped and actually dumped back. So I will not actually rush on this. I will just leave it as it is, and I will look for a different setup. All right. I'll look at GBP and ZACD for now. All right, hour 4. Okay, so basically hour 4 we have a tap in. All right, so basically what we are trying to do is basically take a sell for GBP and ZACD. I said I will not take a look on the hour 4 time frame for today, but I do see something here that we can actually make use of, right? A potential entry maybe, right? So we have the price actually tapped in back to the basically above the 50 level, right? So I'm hopping down to the 15, right? We also managed to actually see this change here. This is a change of character on the 15. Right, price pull back. Also back to above the 50, which is this level. And we also have this break here. Price came back towards the upside, took this level. Basically on the 1 minute, also something that we couldn't even place an entry, right? Yeah. Yeah, something that we didn't get as well at about, yeah, about 2 hours ago. So basically I will just try and wait for a higher level. All right. Depending on where the price is going to go, at this level, or this level. Right. So I'll just wait and see how far this price is going to be faced. All right. This one NZD CAD is basically I'm waiting for a pullback towards basically below the 50, right? But I'm not getting that pullback yet, so I'm gonna be using the 15. Have this pullback. This is yet to pull back to the 50 level. So I'll be basically waiting for price to come back to this level, right? Where I'm looking at is basically from here all the way to this low, right? As long as the price is not breaking below this low, I'll also be looking for sells above this 50. Okay, I have a zone here. right? The nearest zone that we could get, and this zone here as well. All right. Yeah. So basically, I'll be looking at these two levels for a sell. Okay. We'll see how the price is going to play out, right? Maybe something like this, dumping it back to the low, or maybe price coming higher and then dumping it back to the low as well. These are what I'm looking for, these two possibilities for MWCAD. Alright, so I'll keep this in view. Alright, so Euro and ZD, let me hop on to the hour 4, right? So we have a tap in at this level above the 50, alright? So it's something that we can actually take a look at. As for the hour 4, basically we want to see a change of character, right? Because hour 4 is my bigger time frame, right? I need to see a change before actually hopping. But as you know, 4 hour, basically this one candle represents hour 4. So we have this tap in, we just want to see the price breaking it, right? So I would like to see price break this level, right? If it breaks, then I will definitely look for a possibility. All right. NZD JPY, nothing on the 4 hour. What about the 15? 15 definitely will have something, right? I definitely do have something here, which makes this my high, broken below. Back to the 50. But it's not, basically it did not tap into where we are looking at for a sell, right? It did not tap in. It barely tapped in. Okay, change of character. It's about the 50, so this will be my low, right? And we definitely have a structure being broken here. So this is my new low. The price has also tapped in at the 50. Basically at this direction. This is where I'll be looking for a sell. Right, I want to see price coming back to this level and not break below. Okay, so I have my range here right now. I just want to see price tapping it back to this level. Something like this. Alright, so this will be for NZD JPY. Alright, so GBP CAD, Right, my 50 is this level, right? So basically, these are the zones that I'll be keeping a close eye on to see if there's any possible buys when the price comes back. All right. Right. CAD JPY. Okay, the price tapping back to the 50, but not at my demand area, right? So I'll still wait for price to come in back to the demand, and on the 4 hour, basically we'll wait for something that we can see. All right, Euro CAD is definitely nothing since yesterday. I will not look at this pair. As for GBP, right, no, Euro CAD, I actually use the 15 right now to see if that we possibility of us hopping in, getting a trade, right? But what I see is basically something like this here. It's not something that I want to hop in, right? And right now the price is kind of creating the same thing that what you see from here, right? So basically on the 15, I won't be looking at it as well. All right, GPP AUD. Just let me look at how I'll be taking this trade. And something that's interesting. So GPP already, I will still hold on to see what we can get from this pair. Alright, because on the 4 hour we see a very huge range. On the 15 minute, I don't see a solid movement for me to actually hop in. Right, yeah, I'll just wait and see how this price will play out before I actually take a buy or a sell. Alright, Euro GBP on the 4 hour we don't have anything, right? But let's look at 15. Price is back to the 50, which is our last demand area, right? It's all being mitigated here, right? But this final one is basically when this price comes back. So we have this right now that we can actually look for a buy, but here I would like to see a movement first, right? Something like this. Right, we have this dump, We have this lump, huge lump, right? We want to see something like this, right? Something like this will happen, right? Then I will hop on to the lower time frame to actually keep an eye, alright? As for Euro AUD, yeah, so this one will be very far away. Okay, I'll hop on to another pair. Let me see on the hour 4 what do I have. Right, on the hour 4 I don't have a back to the 50, right? So I'll still be waiting for this pair. AUD JPY. Alright. I'll just do a quick one. So basically, I'm doing marking live so that you guys, if you know what I'm doing, then hopefully you'll be able to catch on. Otherwise, you got to basically just keep learning. So basically, this specific pair we don't have an entry. As the price has already tapped and left. Anything above the 50, we are going to look for opportunities, right? So we have one here. Right? We also do have this whole stretch here, which correlates to this, so I can remove this. I also as well have this. Right. Right. So this top level one is not being mitigated at the moment. Alright, but we have this that has been mitigated, right? So I need the price to actually reach back to the 50, but it's not tapped in yet. So I will still keep an eye to see if we can actually get a trade out of this pair, which is AUD JPY, right? Right, so USD CHF, what do I have on our 4? Basically, this is tapped in, right? We'll see if there's a possibility for a short or maybe a buy. So for this, I'll just hold on to it first. Right, Euro JPY. We are still yet to wait for this tapping. Right, USD CAD. Okay, price has tapped below as well, so we'll just wait for a break above. AUD USD, I will be using the 15. but it will still be a long way to go. I do have multiple levels that I'm actually looking at, right? But the price has tapped in and actually left uh, pretty early, right? About at this level. Um, yeah. So we'll just wait for a different opportunity later, alright? USD JPY on hour 4. I'm still waiting for a break below. GBP JPY, yeah, as well. So basically, I'll be looking at these multiple levels for GBP JPY. I'm also a little bit interested in shorting it. We'll just wait for this to be swapped and then we'll take a closer look. Right, so for Euro USD, it's still waiting one. GBP USD as well, and as well as NZD USD. Alright. So we'll look back on gold on the 15-minute. Right. So like I've said just now, right? As soon as the price tap here, we are not going to look for entry. We can see the price has already dumped, right? So on the 1 minute, it's basically I was planning to short it here just now, just 9:30 sharp, right? The news is out, but I did not take the entries because we have the news and there's a possibility that the price might just spike higher. So that is why I did not take this sell. It has already gone all the way to about 46 pip, right? So what's the RR if you would like to know? Right, it has gone all the way up to 1 to 8, right? So it's something that I've missed, but I will still definitely look for another option if we can get a trade. Then yeah, I will still see how it goes. All right. So I'm not going to try and rush into trade, right? If I can't get a trade today, I will definitely look further, basically just look for tomorrow and see. I might be able to get a trade tomorrow, right? So I don't think I should be rushing for any trades to actually just to get in, right? So I'll just wait for tomorrow, and if we can get a trade tomorrow, then that would be great. Otherwise, then we'll just see how it's going to play out. All right. If you guys have anything that you would like to ask, any questions, please feel free to actually just say something in the chat box, right? And I will just answer you guys whatever, if something that you want to ask, some tips that you need, right? So just let me know. So what I'm actually waiting for is Euro GBP, right? It's in my demand area right now, right, on the 15 minute. So I'm actually waiting for some sort of reaction from the market before I actually take a buy position, right? Since it's already below, the price is below my 50, right? Basically we do have multiple zones, right, like this one here, right? But the price has just broken below, so definitely I won't be looking at this. And right now what I'm looking at basically at this final zone, right? If the price is going to break below this zone, my final zone, it will definitely just dump, right? So I'm going to be looking at this specific area right now to actually take a position, right? But I will need to see some sort of I would like to see some sort of structure being formed, right, on the 15 minute. So basically, before this candle opened, right, this candle didn't manage to close as a bullish. It closed as bearish. So if it closes as a bullish, then I'll be definitely looking at this level here as my change of correct curve here, right? But it did not, so I will just be waiting for a bullish candle to be formed before I actually take the trade, right? As soon as the bullish candle is formed and a break above the bullish candle, then I will hop on to my 1 minute and actually look for an entry position, so that if I were just to assume, right, let's just assume we are entering at this level, our stop is just below here, then basically I'll be targeting back all the way to this high here, right? So right now we do have something like a 1 to 3.85, right? If let's say my entry is at this level, right, there's something like this, about a 1 to 8, right? But this stop loss is super tight. If you can see, it's about a 1.8. You give a buffer of 2 to 3 pips, right? You have roughly about, let's say something like this, a 4 pip or 5 pip stop, right? You have still about a 1 to 2.83, right? I'm not looking at the pip size, right? Only what I'm looking is basically on the stop loss, right? If I can get like a 3 pip stop or 2 pip stop, yeah, I'll still be happy about it, right? If it hit my stop, then yeah, at least I know that this price, if it breaks below, it's definitely going to go all the way to the downside, right? On the hour 4, what do we have? Basically, if we were going to mark a zone on hour 4, if I'm just taking this, my low here, this will be my high, this will automatically be my low point, which means I have a zone on my hour 4, something like this, right? And if we do see the price did not break above, right, it only left out as the candle wick, the shadow of the candle. Right? If this is going to break above, then we will have a change of factor on the bigger time frame here, and then we can look for buys. And so what I'm trying to do is basically looking for shorts if I can actually get it, right? If I'm going to do this as well, right? Basically, the price has already went back to the 50. Hour 450, right? So basically, if we look at these levels, we do have multiple supply level on the hour 4, right? Where you can actually take these shots here. Right, so right now on the 15 minute, what do I see is basically I have this breaking towards the upside, right? So on the 15 minute, I want to see some structure being formed here before it breaks below, right? If it forms here, I can have a possibility to take this trade back to the upside. I will definitely hop in, and if this is going to break down, then we'll just definitely get a newer zone for sells, right? So right now I'm just basically looking at this gold trade that we missed, right? As for other pairs like Euro GBP, I'm just waiting for a change in the market structure, right? So yeah, I'll update you guys when I have something for Euro GBP, all right? So I will not rush in for trades today. If we can get this Euro GBP, then we will definitely take it. Otherwise, then we'll just give our focus fully for tomorrow. All right. So thank you guys for joining. And I'll basically end my live now. Okay, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the New York session as well. Right. Probably I'll just hop on slightly earlier, and we'll just do our live probably for like an hour plus or 2 hours. Right. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and just don't rush into trades. Right. Next week in NFP we might not be seeing too much of a volume for this week, other than the news. All right. So thank you guys for joining, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.